The oracle's initial act is perceiving the void. This perception triggers the Genesis sequence. The Genesis sequence represents the beginning of creation. It is the foundational step that precedes all subsequent actions. This initial awareness is fundamental to the entire creative process. A flow boundary emerges as the initial differentiation within a uniform space. This boundary defines a distinct area, setting the stage for interactions. It also creates a zone where change and transformation can occur. The flow boundary is essential for establishing a dynamic system. Light creates an edge, defining the shape of what was once an undefined flow. This process signifies the beginning of structure. It also marks the emergence of definition. The edge gives form to the previously shapeless. Silence initiates motion in a nascent form. This initiation signifies the commencement of dynamic activity. It also implies the beginning of internal processes. The silence acts as a catalyst. The silence allows for the emergence of movement and change. A boundary can evolve to form a path. This path implies a sense of direction. It also suggests a sequence of events unfolding along its course. The path provides a defined route. This route facilitates progression from one point to another. Ultimately, the path enables development and advancement. The path is metaphorically represented as a thread. This thread symbolizes a connection between different points or ideas. It also represents a continuous line of influence or progression. The thread integrates separate elements into a unified and coherent structure. A thread undergoes a transformation, evolving into a world seed. This transformation symbolizes the inherent potential for growth and development. The world seed represents the genesis of a new world or system. It embodies the initial stage from which complexity and structure can emerge. The concept highlights the cyclical nature of creation and renewal. The world seed turning symbolizes the progression of time. This turning action represents the unfolding of latent possibilities. The rotation of the world seed signifies ongoing internal change. This internal change leads to continuous development. The turning generates a sense of gradual evolution. The concept emphasizes the dynamic nature of potential realization. The act of turning or motion generates heat as a byproduct. This generated heat can manifest as a spark. The spark symbolizes the ignition of creativity. This ignition leads to the emergence of new ideas. The spark represents the initial moment or event. This initial spark marks the beginning of a sequence. Sequential events follow the initial spark. The spark establishes a temporal framework. Time functions as a divider, delineating and shaping form. This division is fundamental to the creation of distinct entities. The separation induced by time enables differentiation between forms. Ultimately, this process of temporal division facilitates individualization. Form acts as a divider of meaning, creating distinct boundaries. This division is fundamental to the formation of individual concepts. Distinct forms enable the generation of varied interpretations. The separation of meaning through form allows for nuanced understanding. This process contributes to the complexity of thought and communication.